Hello and welcome to this edition of Bayou Time. I'm your host, Keith Weisheit, licensed clinical social worker. Thank you so much for joining us. However you may be joining us, we really appreciate it. And this is one of my favorite times of year for several different reasons. One, the weather gets a little bit cooler, and for a big guy, that's a wonderful thing. But more importantly, we've got all these events that are coming up. And so very glad to have with me three event chairs who are taking care of all of the things that are going on. Cody, we welcome you back to the program. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. Always a pleasure.
I appreciate that. Sitting him next to him, Sarah. Sarah, thanks for coming.
Thank you.
And sitting next to her is Danielle. Danielle, thank you for being here. We appreciate it. So I'd like to start with you, Sarah, and talk a little bit about Thibodauxville, but there's something going on the day before. Right? Danielle, we got a little bit of a cook-off that's starting on Friday. Tell us a little bit about that.
Absolutely. So tomorrow night, we're kicking off the 20th annual Big Boys Main Street Cook-Off in downtown Thibodaux. We're super excited about it. We have over 30 teams.
Oh my goodness.
35 dishes. I mean, it's you're in for a treat. Yeah. We have some live music, and we're really looking forward to it.
30 teams with 35 dishes.
Yes.
I like the option there that there's at least 5 of those groups that are doing 2 things.
Right. Yeah. Oh, they all, it's been a constant competition for the past few months. Everybody, it's this friendly rivalry.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's what we'll call it.
Yeah. It starts as friendly.
Well, and listen, there are so many really good cooks and chefs in our area that it really makes these kinds of cook-offs a really big deal. And so we're really glad to have this back again.
Oh, absolutely.
And so, again, that's Danielle Stein with the Executive Director of Thibodaux Main Street. And so the cook-off is on November 12th from 4 to 11. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of eating.
Oh, it's a lot of eating. And, I have to sample during the day while they're cooking, just to...
Right. You want to...
Quality
control.
Yeah.
That is one of the jobs as executive director. Now, every executive director has named themselves director of quality control, which I find very interesting. But it lights up all of Thibodaux with smells of great cooking. And so that's really, really cool. So very glad that that's back. And so that is going to take place exactly where?
So we're in downtown Thibodaux. It's going to be on the intersection of West 2nd Street and St. Philip Streets out by Rox's and the Goose. Prime location for some fun.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. And again, 30 teams. That's exciting to have that volume of people really wanting to come and share that.
We have capacity for 33 teams. We sold out of all of them this year. We actually have a waiting list. So we're 33 teams, 35 dishes. So there's something for everybody out there.
Clearly, there is something for everybody, no matter what your culinary taste may be. And that is going to start off the great weekend that we have of Thibodauxville. So, Sarah, tell us a little bit about what we can expect with Thibodauxville.
So Thibodauxville, we're really excited to be back this year. We didn't have it last year, but the festival opens at 8:30. We kick off the day really with music all day. We'll have some Cajun music going on stage B. On stage A, we have Waylon Thibodaux in the morning, 10 to 1. And then Rockin' Doopsie takes the stage at 1:30 to 5. So real excited about that. We have over 120 craft booths, so really something for everyone to come out and get a little shopping. And then we have, I believe, 15 food vendors. So once again, something to taste for everyone. Super excited about the day. Really think the weather's going to be great, and excited to have everyone out downtown Thibodaux.
And let's talk a little bit about the duck race.
The duck race.
I mean, I've had somebody come on and challenge everybody about paying for the duck race and buying options for the ducks. So let's talk about the duck race. It's a big deal.
So the duck race is really one of our favorite parts of the day, right? At 4 o'clock, we're going to hopefully dump 2,000 ducks into the Bayou Lafourche. And so anyone can take a chance at buying a duck. They're $5. And so that really supports our event and our mission here. And 2,000 ducks into the Bayou, race to win. First place gets $1,000 in cash. And then, of course, we have 6 prizes. So really something everyone should look into getting a ticket.
And there's still an option. You can still be able to do that. And if you're interested, you can purchase a duck in this year's race. You can call the Thibodaux Chamber of Commerce at 985-446-1187. And so people can purchase ducks until when?
You should call the chamber office now. There's no guarantee that we'll still have duck tickets on Saturday, so potential to sell out.
Okay.
But if we have tickets on Saturday, visit us at the info booth, and you can get some there.
And so 120 craft booths. And so I know, quite frankly, my other mother-in-law, so this is technically my wife's mother-in-law, but she's my other mother-in-law. She's fantastic. She has a tremendous craft, and she's got a craft booth. I can't tell you how excited she is to do that. And so from the other side, that's just really, really cool. But those people that like crafts, you want to spend your day all day at Thibodauxville.
Absolutely. I mean, like we said, 120 booths, something from wreaths to candles, something really for everyone to take a look at and just to get out and nice and see what people have to do and share for them.
Yeah, and so it starts off with a sold-out cook-off in downtown Thibodaux at a wonderful location for the cook-off that's going to take place. 33 teams when you have spots for 30, which is fantastic. It just talks about how energizing that is. It's going to start off a great weekend. And then at Thibodauxville, you got the duck race. You've got all these booths. You've got 15 different booths that people can get food from. And then you've got some great music like Wayland Thibodaux and Rockin' Doopsie. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that when it comes to really having a Cajun experience. So for all these people that may be coming down to work and help us out with all the recovery that's taking place, if they want to experience a Cajun culture, that's two places they can do it. So Friday for the cook-off and then Saturday for Thibodauxville. And so that would be fantastic for them. Cody, you've always got so much going on. So thank you for letting the ladies take center stage and kind of talk about what's going on with them. But I know how involved you are as a president and CEO with Louisiana's Cajun Bayou. Let's talk about some of the other things that are happening. We've got some weekly events.
We do.
Back, right?
So we're very excited to see that, obviously everybody's been so, devastated by Hurricane Ida, and our community is finally coming back together and beginning to get back to some sense of normalcy. And so we're very happy to see some of our attractions bringing back their weekly events for visitors and for locals to enjoy as well. If you've never gone out, even if you live here, if you've never gone out and experienced them, we encourage you to go and do that. So the Jean Lafitte Wetlands Acadian Culture Center in downtown Thibodaux has started back their boat tours on beautiful Bayou Lafourche. If you've never been on one, they're great. It's a wonderful pontoon boat that take you out. You get to see a lot of the different bird species, wildlife, and really get a great view of up and down the bayou there. And so they'll start those back on Saturdays from 10 to 11. And they're also starting back their Cajun Jam sessions as well, which is a local favorite and a visitor favorite to hear some of that great Cajun music.
Yeah, and so for that, people can just bring their lawn chair.
That's right.
Bring their mask and step outside and immerse yourself in a variety of Southern Louisiana best music.
That's right.
Blues and Cajun music. And like we talked about, some of the music that's going to take place at Thibodauxville, if you don't know two things. If you know, you want to be there.
That's right.
And if you don't know, you need to experience it.
That's right.
And so it's wonderful to be able to do. And this is something they can do every week. People can just go and figure
That's right.
that out every week for what's happening. So let's talk about some of the other things that are happening in the area.
Sure. So the same weekend that this very coming up weekend with Thibodauxville, of course, happening on Saturday and Big Boys happening on Friday, we've also got a Sunday event, which is the Weir Removal Boat Parade. And for those that do not know, the weir in Thibodaux was removed. We're very excited about it because now there's an unobstructed passageway, thank you, for the bayou. And so we're excited to be able to have kayakers and to have motorized boats and to have canoes and anything a boat power that you can put into the bayou for the parade. We're excited to see it and celebrate, the unrestricted access to the bayou. So that's on Sunday, and it's put on by our wonderful partners, Friends of Bayou Lafourche. We're very excited to see it. And of course, you can find out a lot more about that event on our website, lacajunbayou.com, or at Friends of Bayou Lafourche.
Yeah, and that's just one of those things that we talked about when that came up.
Yeah.
And it was such a seamless removal.
Yes.
Like they did that very well, very quickly. And I don't think and we talked about the history of it and why it was there and why it was important for it to be there, and now why it's no longer important for it to be there. But now the access to really experience the beauty of what Bayou Lafourche is really, really important.
It's
pretty special.
And, we just opened Friends of Bayou Lafourche. We were very fortunate to be able to help fund this project. The Nichols Bayou side there is a new launch in Thibodaux right across from Nichols State University. And you're able to put in and enjoy the bayou. So it's great to drive by now and see kayakers out just enjoying the weather, enjoying the bayou, and being able to experience it. It's so great to see.
And people can actually go up the bayou.
That's right.
People can launch it right across from Nichols and go up the bayou.
That's right. We always talk about up and down the bayou. Now you can go
you can literally
up and down
go
the bayou.
Up and down the bayou. And it's just really, really nice. And so motorized boats are an option as well.
Absolutely.
But
Motorized,
that's something they
paddle.
need to check in for.
That's right. Yes.
And so that launch will be at Layton Boat Launch.
Correct.
Which is in Thibodaux.
Correct.
So, and we just kind of need to make sure that we're doing that. And again, no later than 1:45 p.m. they're going to follow the paddle powered boats.
That's it. You got it.
Very good. I got notes.
That's
They
right.
give me those kinds of things.
You're prepared.
And so, yeah, and it's roughly 3 miles from Jean Lafitte Wetlands Acadian Cultural Center, which is at Nichols Bayou Side Park.
That's
and
right.
Back. So
And
about
back.
3 miles for that. Now, speaking of Nichols,
Yes.
they're celebrating an awfully important
It's a big,
anniversary.
big weekend for Nichols. So we're very proud. We have a lot of out-of-town guests, alumni coming in for the 50th anniversary football game for Nichols this Saturday at 3 o'clock. And there is a special surprise with that. There will be fireworks at the end of the game.
Oh, my.
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yes, the city of Thibodaux, Lafourche Parish, and us, Louisiana's Cajun Bayou, came together and sponsored a fireworks show for the end of the football game. So we're very excited to see that take place. We're very excited to see all of the alumni coming back in. And perfect timing. I mean, not only do they get to come back in for Nichols, but they're also coming back in. They can go to Thibodauxville, Big Boys, and go to the boat parade. I mean, there is no lack of things to do this weekend, and especially since COVID happening, so many of these events haven't been able to take place.
Right,
And then, of course,
restrictions.
with Hurricane Ida, now is the time for our community to be able to get out, to get away for a weekend, to enjoy with their families some of the great Cajun lifestyle that we enjoy here.
It's time to celebrate.
That's right, it is.
And so you need to be in town Thursday evening. You got to get in town. Come to town Thursday night. Big Boy Cook-Off taking place over on Friday. Thibodauxville all day on Saturday. Nichols celebrating a 50th anniversary. The game starts at 3 o'clock, following by fireworks after Nichols wins,
That's right.
which is always what we want to have happen.
That's right.
And then, if you really want to enjoy a nice, relaxing option to finish out the weekend, then you go out and go paddle your boat
That's it.
and do that in Bayou Lafourche and experience that. A wonderful way to kind of wrap up the weekend. And then you'll have to talk with your family whenever you're leaving about the fact that you don't want to leave.
That's right.
And you want to come back here and have the options to be able to be part of some of us that are reconstructing and find a place to come and stay, because it truly is God's country.
It really is.
And being able to come and live in a place that could celebrate all of these wonderful events. So Danielle and Sarah and Cody, I appreciate you very much. More importantly, for all the hard work that's led up to this weekend. It's been a lot, I know, to be able to do that. So for you and your teams and what y'all been able to get together, thank you. And we look forward to seeing you this weekend and celebrate.
Absolutely. We're looking forward to it.
All right, thanks for joining us today. All right, guys, that will do it for us for this edition of Bayou Time. Don't go anywhere. A lot more local programming when we continue.